Mary Alice Parks, ABC News Deputy Political Director in Washington, D.C., joins us. Mary Alice Parks, good morning.
Good morning.
With all of this going on, the House is going to try and pass some type of immigration bill?
Right, but right now the prospects don't look good. You know, this is a chamber that's much better at not passing bills than passing bills, and today the outlooks and the votes are probably not there. And that's partially because Republicans are fighting among themselves. They have to stick together if they want to get something across the finish line without Democrats. And so far, they have not invited Democrats into the process.
Yeah, well, that's also the majority of the majority rule, right? I mean, they're not asking for any Democratic help. If their own party can't agree on what to do, the Democrats have no chance of helping either side.
Well, there's a lot of Republicans, especially more moderate Republicans, that are urging leadership to include Democrats and basically make a coalition where you could have enough moderate Republicans that vote with more moderate Democrats to pass a more moderate immigration bill. But so far, you're right. House Republican leadership has not been interested in that. They would like to have, instead, all Republicans stick together to get something done.
So are they going to vote on this? Are they going to bring it to the floor and ask for a vote, or what's the plan?
That is the plan. The plan is today they will vote on two bills. One was drafted and championed by the House Judiciary Chairman, Representative Goodlatte. It's considered a much more hardline bill. It does not offer any sort of path for citizenship or permanent residency for those so-called dreamers. The other bill that's more moderate, compromise bill as it's being called, but again, a compromise between Republicans, still makes big cuts to legal immigration and includes a lot of money for the border wall, but does offer more of a path for some of those dreamers to stay here long term.
What are the Democrats saying about all this?
The Democrats are split too. There's some that probably would have played ball with Republicans that can see kind of a centrist path forward. There are others that want absolutely nothing to do with any bill that includes money for a border wall. So like you see on the Republican side, there's a lot of disagreement when you're dealing with such big bills that are tackling huge parts of immigration. This is an issue that's eluded Congress for decades, and that's largely because when they try to do it, they try to pack so much in. It's hard to get everyone to agree.
Mary Alice Parks, it sounds like, from what you're saying, that neither one of these bills are going to pass. Why bring them up if they know they're not going to pass?
I think part of that is so that some members of Congress who have tough reelection campaigns in the fall can go home and say, look, I tried, or look, here's the vote I took, here's what I stand on. And you can imagine scenarios where Republicans on both sides could benefit from that. Republicans that need to prove to their more conservative primary voters, perhaps, that they took a very tough stand. They would never support a pathway for citizenship for dreamers. They want to take that vote and have that on the record. Likewise, there's the opposite effect. There's Republicans who are facing really tough general elections. They're facing a lot of energy from Democrats on the left that want to be able to say they took a vote to try to get something done on this issue.
So today, all right, oh boy, that sounds awful cynical, Mary Alice.
And maybe I will be proven wrong. Sometimes these things have an ability to have last-minute additions and negotiations up until the wire. We've seen that before to make something happen. So we will all be watching very closely.
Mary Alice Parks, ABC News Deputy Political Director in Washington, D.C. Mary Alice, thanks for checking in.
Thank you.